welcome. How are we all? What a brave new world we're waking up into this morning with all this coronavirus going on, the CVID sort of thing. They can take away our Formula One, they can take away our sporting events, but they can't take away some idiot commentating on online races. I'm here for the cause. So anyway, I've been asked to do a commentary of this race here, which is the Infinity race. I don't know, I have no idea what Infinity is. I only do the GTCC MRC events, and also on a headphone and a headset. And it'd be interesting to see what I sound like on this new headset, because this is meant to be a better pair than the last pair I was using. So I'm interested to see how this sounds when I replay it back as well. So hopefully to brighten up your Friday. I've heard it's a good race. I've heard it's a good race because from Aaron at Total Rose. So I'm guessing Aaron eventually does quite well in this. There's quite a few new names here as well, which I've never heard of. There's a couple of familiar names there from MLC. So I shall run you through the field of this GT3 race. There is tyres selection as well. I'm not sure if there's tyre wear. I don't know anything about this series in particular. But anyway, in first place we've got Pilgrim. Second place in a Renault in an identical livery. I do like the livery of those cars. Is another Renault with Valium here. In a Lexus we have Jason. Well, S. Jason Haldir, or Valium Rage before, but I can't keep saying the full names, otherwise I'll just trip over myself. So we've got Pilgrim, we've got Valium, we've got Jason in a Lexus. Dragon Eagle, good old MLC Dragon Eagle here in a GTR in fourth. Ice Chand, called him Ice, in fifth in an Aston. Stones here in a Jag. He's in a Jag. He's also racing softs on front, so I'm guessing it does mean that there is some sort of tyre wear then. Sleepless Nights, I call him Sleepless, is here in seventh in another Lexus. Gemini here in eighth in a BMW. Total Rose here in ninth in a GTR. Phil in another BMW. It looks like there's team colours there. So there's obviously a team event, this thing, so that's good. Here in another Beamer. And MLC Bobby in another Jag. Both also on Racing Super Soft. So, without further ado, I have no idea really what goes on, where to start, or what happens in this race. So we just call it as we see it. I'll do what I sometimes do, and that's look back from the start. So, there's the lights. Here we go. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Yes, I can count. The crowd are on their feet and we're away. But lots of poor start there from Pilgrim. Very poor start there. And there was wheel spinning from Valium who got up to first place. So Jason's now up into second. Chan's third. Dragon fourth. Are they all going to get past through the first awful corner? There was a bit of bumping and barging there from Jason with Dragon, but Dragon's got through on the inside. He's going to take second place. He's not giving that spot up. I'm not sure what's going on here. Bit of lag. Oh, there's contact. Oh, we're going to have to go back. There's contact here. So these two boys are lagging a little bit. We've got Valium up in front. There was some here we go. Contact back here. We'll just quickly go back. The first few corners of Nurburg are always going to cause problems. Really, it's all over. So you can see up there in front, Dragon and Jason were all over the place. Oh, Sleepless there gets it wrong, bashes someone. Is he going to come for Cropper here? There, yeah. So it looked like Stones. Let's go back. It looked like a yellow car. Who's that yellow car? Pilgrim. What's going on with Pilgrim here? So Pilgrim, we've got the poor start. I think there's a bit of a concertina bundling effect going on at turn. So 1, 2, 3. So if you watch Pilgrim here, gets it wrong. Oh, Gemini, nice bit of tail wagging there. Bit of more bumping. Everyone's trying to get through. So if you watch it here, I think he gets it wrong. Bunts Total Rose, it bumps Stones off and doesn't wait. Wow, that's. Oh, he's just. Oh, is he going to wait? Oh, he's got it completely wrong, and everyone's telling him what they think about him. Go on, smash him completely. So Pilgrim is, to be honest, got what he deserved for not stopping. In the meantime, Valiant Rage is up in front, but these two boys still side by side trying to get through each other, but Dragon's just somehow sort of, that was really weird. Let's go back to that. So these two boys are still rubbing each other the wrong way. Who misses. Looks really weird on screen. It's just meant Dragon went off, which also meant Ice Chan went off. Oh goodness me. So Ice Chan comes up the inside here, looks up the inside here. These two boys scrubbing each other. Dragon drifts wide, gets punted, puts Ice Chan off, and it's chaos. Absolute chaos. In the meantime, Aaron's back here in 8th place now. He's just gone past Ice Chan, I think it was. So it's all kicking off on lap 1, but up here we have Valiant Rage now coming around to the top of the hill, coming down to the far section of the track. Down the hills, holding it together. It's on Racing Super Softs, and the fuel's going down as well, so there is definitely fuel usage on. Jason's up to 2nd, Bobby's gone from, he was near the back, he's up to 3rd, Steestone's 4th, Phil 5th, Dragon Eagles recovered to 6th, Sleepless Nights 7th, Total Rose 8th, Gemini 9th, Pilgrim quite rightly back in 10th, and someone has left Ice Chan's rage quit, it looks like. So at the end of lap 1, 2 minutes gone. Fuel's, I guess you can do the, if the fuel is on, I'm guessing you can do the lean or hard rich mixture for power and stuff. Everyone seems to have a different amount of fuel usage. So in the meantime, here we are with Valium up front. Trying to see now where the closest battles is. I have to say that Michelin sponsored Renault does look rather nice, I have to say. So Jason is now 2nd, with Bobby still trailing him in a Jag. 3rd. Phil's up to 4th. Phil's got past Steestone's end, he's in 5th. Dragon's caught up to the back of Steestone's. There's a nice battle brewing there. And Aaron's ahead of Sleepless Nights, and Gemini back here in 8th, 9th, 7th, 8th, 9th. A sort of train of cars there. So try and keep an eye on anything that might occur with the lovely camera shots here. I need to worry about. Oh, here we go, Jason. I thought I saw Bobby. Have a look at Jason there. Someone's just doing a little bit wide there. That's Phil. Let's go on board with Phil. And the BMW, he's been caught by Steestones. I'm going to go through the cars and see who you think's got the best sounding car as well. Here on board with the BMW. Looking up here with Bobby in the Jag. He's got up the inside here of Jason. Oh, nice move. Great move there from Bobby. Oh, but Jason's not letting him go. Ooh, bit of a... spun the rear tyres up there. A little bit of oil spin by Bobby. Let's go on board with Jason, see if he can catch back up. Jason, what's he in? He's in the Lexus trying to catch the Jag. Can I go through this entire race? Oh, he's dived up the inside. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about the camera. There we go. Oh, Bobby managed to hold it. He's on the inside line here of Jason. So yes, can I go the entire... Oh, thought Jason was going to rear end the Jag. Can I go through the entire commentary saying Jag every time I talk about a Jag? I'm trying not to, because it's a bit boring after a while. Anyway, Phil back here in 4th. Steestones drop back now to 5th. Dragon's fallen right off from Steestones. He was right in that group, so something's happened to Dragon here. Oh, he's got a really knackered the back end there of a GTO. He's spun up the rear wheels. He's lost drive. Oh, there's a whole melee of cars going through now. Sleepless Nights goes past Dragon. Gemini's going on the outside of Dragon. Here we are with Total Rose. He's at... Oh, someone spun there. Who's that? Spun that back? Go back. Someone has spun. I think that was... Stones, was that a spun? Up here, one of these boys has spun. Who spun? Is it? It's not Jason, it's not... Oh, it's Phil, it's Steestones. Steestones has gone wide. off into the sandpit. It was just that Sleepless Nights through. Dragon Eagles fighting with Gemini and Total Rose. Total Rose is trying to claw back now through the field. You are on board with Aaron. Up through the Schumacher S. I know the name, that's about the only corner I know the name of. It's terrible, isn't it? Coming down the top of the hill for the fastest section of the... Well, it's not, I don't think it's the fast section because we had the start-finish straight. Let's see how fast they get coming down here. So here we are on board Gemini. It's got up to 150, just looked at 151, but Dragon's nice move there. He's outbroke himself, cut to the corner. Suppose we're in a penalty. Oh, this is going back again. So I'm flicking, getting the camera angles wrong. A bit rusty doing this. So who was it who spun up here? It was Sleepless Nights. He goes around the outside here, spins it up, gets a bit of a bump from Dragon, spins it up, goes off to the left. No one waits for each other. And Aaron's spun it up there. So Aaron got through to. How did Aaron get through to 6? Total Rose. He's got a nice drive. Oh, I see. Yeah, because unfortunately that little move there held Gemini up. Aaron's gone far too wide. Completely misses the apex. Gets a little bit of a spin up at the back rear wheel tyres there, and is now. Surely, is he going to make a move down into turn 1 on Dragon Eagle? He's thinking about it, looks up the inside, doesn't make a move, neither does Gemini, but Gemini's now fighting back underneath Aaron, and Gemini gets back past the Total Rose. Great move there from Gemini, I have to say. Going round here through the tricky infield section. While we're doing this, as this is a bit of a test run, I'm just going to check to make sure I can hear the audio of myself. To make sure it's actually working, otherwise I don't want to spend a whole half an hour talking to myself and no one can hear me. So we go, oh, what's going on here though? Oh, something's going on here, and I keep getting the camera wrong. So we go back to that. So there's Bobby up in front. He's been harassed here by Phil. So Jason's gonna go wide here, I think. Is there any contact? No, Jason just drifts far too wide. So Phil's gone through in the BMW. So I'm just gonna go up to the guy in front, put it on this camera angle. And I'm just going to check to see if, as I'm live, I can hear myself. Yep, I can hear myself. It's all working, it's all good. There we go. Good. We like working. Anyway, so we are now 7 minutes into the race. I think, not sure how long the race is actually. I think it's about half an hour. I do like that livery. That is a beautiful car. Valiant Rage has been out in front basically from the start of the race, turn 1. His teammate is still trailing through, going right at the back here, Pilgrim Paddy. Anyway, so Valiant Rage now goes, I think he is being caught here a little bit by Bobby in the Jag. Oh, someone's just changed positions, changing back here. Oh, we got a right ding dong going on here. Gemini's got past Total Rose, and so Jason's now. There's a right battle brewing here between these boys, scuffling between each other in the infield section. I saw Aaron got a nice line through here. Yep, he's got a nice line. Has he got the drive in the GTR to get past Gemini in the Lexus? He has, you know. Is he going to go around the outside? He's done it. He's now got the inside line. Oh, that's a superb move there by Total Rose. Oh, he's got it wrong there. Jason now got the drive coming down into this hairpin. He has, you know. Oh no, he's not. I thought he would. Yeah, I've just checked it. We have also got tyre wear. So tyre wear is on. Fuel degradation is on. So there's definitely going to be pit stops. That's good. Mix things up a little bit. So while we have a quick break as everyone's sort of spread out a little. Dragon Eagle, someone's having to drag. Oh yeah, he got it wrong. Just coming up the top bit near the pits, didn't he? Just run through everyone's situation. Oh, Shan is the guy in it quick. So we just run through everyone's situation after 10 minutes. Valium in first place. He's had minimal tyre wear there. He's down half a tank of fuel. Cuts that corner a little bit. It's got a bit wrong coming out of there. And his fastest lap time is a 1:57.5. Gets a wrong apex there. It's coming round now for lap 6. Bobby in the Jag. It's about the same tyre wear and fuel usage. He's done a 1:57.2, so he's just about got the pace to catch up, but he's now being harassed by Phil, who's got very minimal tyre wear there. So if Phil's tyres are the best, his fuel is the same as the guys in front. He's done a 1:57.3, so he's matching the times of these two drivers in front. Nice tidy line there. A little bit late on the power coming out. As you can see, Bobby's just got a nice drive, pulling away a tiny little bit. Although saying that was the purple sector time there for Phil. That was the best bit he's done there. Looking up the inside of Bobby there. No, it's not going to stick there, but can he get him down the hill? What's the BMW power like compared to the Jag of these GT3 cars? Is he going to outbrake Bobby? No, he's not. Bobby nice and tidy, keeping close to the apex there. Great driving by Bobby, but Gemini is all over the back here. And that was the best sector time there from Phil. I don't quite understand those sector times, to be honest, because that's the best sector time by 0.98. Is he really a second quicker? That can't be right. Well, he's saying that he's catching Bobby, and it looks like Bobby is also catching Valium there up in front. He's right up the chuff of Bobby. Is Phil going to try and outbrake Bobby going into this chicane at the top of the hill? He's going to try and break. No, the Jag, as you can see, the Jag seems to just pull away a little bit from the BMW. The BMW seems to have good grip, but as you can see, they're both catching the leader in that Renault. I do want to go and see what other guys are doing, but this is quite exciting here. I don't really want to miss, because Phil surely he's going to make a move on Bobby. That Jag is ever so slightly, even with a slipstream. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. No, it doesn't quite make him out. It looks like Bobby's gone too deep. Yes, he has. But then Phil doesn't quite make a stick. Then Phil's just done a 1:56, so he is getting quicker, Phil. And he's going to get on the inside of Bobby now at turn 3. So the BMW's got past. That was great driving there from Phil. But Phil the Dane, that typical Danish name, Phil. Sounds very much like a Viking, doesn't it? I do talk bollocks, don't I? Gemini, the other BMW driver, he's done a 56.9 as well. Looks like the BMW's a good car to be in. And he's just done a purple sector time. So Gemini is closing in on this group as well. His tyre wear is still good. He's down to half a tank. Oh, of course, the lap times will go down because of the fuel will be going down. So Aaron, his fuel is down just under half, and his soft's not too bad. He's done a 57 dead. Oh, now I need to sneeze. Hang on a minute. And we're back. Ooh, Aaron seems to be fighting the rear end of that GTR, it looks like. It's a couple of times now I've seen him spin up the rear tyres as he's coming out of, as he exits the corner. It seems to want to, the back end seems to want to drift out. I wonder if he's not racing, he's not in Fast and Furious. Oh, that was a lot of curb you cut there, Aaron. Aaron, how can you, that's, you naughty, naughty boy. Let's have a look at that again. I guess penalties are not on for this race. Yeah, that was a bit cheeky, Aaron. Anyway, so Gemini got a little bit of wiggle on. In the meantime, here we go. The first guy into the pits is MRC Bobby. His tyre wear wasn't too bad, actually, but his fuel was down to a third. I'm guessing he's done that early because he's being held up by the guys in front. He didn't want to fight them. So is this a tactical move to come in so soon? Is that going to pay off for him? Just remember, Bobby was really close behind Phil when he pitted in, so he's slotted in now just after Jason in 5th, and Jason's gone very wide up there. So 15 minutes, nearly the halfway, so I see why he's pitted. See what happens now with Bobby, where he comes out in the middle of at the end of things. Just running through the field. We've only got 9 runners now, so Pilgrim Paddy has had a Paddy and left. In the meantime, Phil... Oh, I missed that. Phil's got in front. There we go. There's Phil getting in front. So, yeah, I thought Phil was doing really well. He's got a superb drive coming out of the first infield section. Drives up the inside of that Renault. Makes it look quite easy in the end. And Phil, the Great Dane, Phil, is now coming down to the halfway point of the circuit, has got into the lead, but Valium Rage is not going to let him go, I don't think. Coming back up, Valium's pace is not on the same page as Phil there. Phil's doing 56.7. Obviously the 57.7 was probably when he was being held up by the guys in front. Valium's not about half a second or second off the pace. He's lapped some 58s, 57s. Not quite got the pace of Phil, so I'm expecting Phil to start to pull away. In the meantime, I wouldn't be surprised to see this BMW driver catch up to Valium as well. So the BM seems to be the car of this race, and in the meantime, Aaron has had an eventful race, cutting corners at the last chicane, but we'll carry on without that. Oh, who's that into the pits? So the 1 and 2 have gone into the pits. Let's just go back. Did they? Oh, you nearly hit the wall. So Phil's into the pits. Valium's into the pits. Gemini's into the pits. So everyone's coming in now. So let's just let Aaron cruise on down to first place into the first corner here. Out on his own now. He's got quite a big gap between him and Phil has come out in the lead. Oh, but it looks like Bobby. So remember, there we go. Bobby could have made that stick. Can Bobby make it stick? He is. He's going to make it stick going outside. So remember, oh no, he's not. Phil's come back underneath him. Oh, so close. The early pit stop nearly worked for Bobby. He was right behind the tailpipes of... Let's go back to how that panned out as they come down the start-finish straight. There he comes. So, here we go. This is from Bobby's point of view. He must have been wondering, where's Phil? There's Phil coming out of the end of the pits. Can he get round the outside and make that early pit stop work? Can he get underneath? He couldn't quite make that stick. Got that tiny little wiggle one. He had his nose out in front then, but then Phil undercut him. A little bit of contact there, rubbing his racing, that's fine. Phil just wouldn't let Bobby past. Oh, Bobby, close but no cigar, mate. Although saying that, looks like the Jag has got a nice run. Oh, Phil's blocking the inside move. Great defensive work there from Phil, but Bobby's trying to go around the outside. This is fantastic driving by these two boys, I've got to say. Has Bobby got the drive down to the end chicane? No, he hasn't. So Phil's under intense pressure. Oh, going defensive by sticking in the middle of the road. Phil under intense pressure there from Bobby. Has managed to hold off the Brits for now, at least, through the Schumacher S's. The Jags caught up a little bit to that Beamer. Is he going to get up it? No, he's not quite. Bobby couldn't quite floor it, I have to say. Didn't look like through the Schumacher S's. So we just recap. So who's in the lead? Aaron. And he's done a 56.8 as his fastest lap time. Where's the map. Oh yeah, there's the map at the top right. So Aaron, when is he going to pit? Surely he should be coming in anytime soon. He's just done a 57.9, which is, yeah, here we go, into the pits. So we go back to Phil. Phil's probably going to come out back into the lead. And he's got I think he's slightly holding up, because Phil's driving quite defensive now. I think he's holding up Bobby behind him. So Aaron's into the pits. He's not come out yet. Has Aaron come out of the pits yet? No. Looking back there, he's not out of the pits at all. Phil's gone wide. Can Bobby make that jag? He's done the same thing again. Phil went wide at turn 1. Steve Stones has gone into the pits as well now. This is the same point of the circuit as we were last lap. That's a complete Murray walk, isn't it? We're at the same part of the circuit as we were last lap. Where the jag was right up close to the back end of the car in front. I really do talk bollocks. Why are you guys like these commentaries? I have no idea. I talk absolute tripe. Anyway. Oh wow. Phil on. How's his fuel? He's down. Oh, did Bobby go wide down? I thought Bobby had just gone off then into the sand bit. So Phil has only got just over half a tank, and I'm guessing, well, as I say, I don't know how many laps this race is, or how long the race goes on for. Bobby's only got about half a tank, so they obviously haven't got a huge amount of time left for the end of the race. But I've just noticed Phil's done a 55.5. That's over a second quicker than he's ever done before. He's absolutely on a mission now to pull away from Bobby. Bobby has done a 58, so he's definitely losing. Oh, you can visibly see he's losing ground on Phil in front. Gemini, he's done a 55.3 as well. I'm guessing perhaps maybe they've just turned the wick up on the fuel mixture. Is that why they've suddenly gone a second a lap quicker? Team tactics and all that. After the first pit stop, put the fuel mixture up to rich. I don't know if that's an option here. In the meantime, here we go. We've got Valium's dropped back now to 4th. He's got Total Roses coming out of the pits, looking to get past the Renault driver. Turn 1. Is he going to make it? Aaron's thinking about it. That GTR looking menacing, I have to say. He's done a 54. Oh, that's with the pits though. That's not going to count. I was getting excited there. Aaron's done a very quick lap time, but it was now in the pit exit. Dragon Eagle's gone into the pits now as well. Here we are on board with Aaron with the hairdryer sounding GTR. Oh, gives the Renault driver a little nudge. I've got to say, Aaron, if you'd have gone up the inside, I think you might have had him at the inside there. Oh, we'll see him more oversteer at the from that GT. Is that the right word? Oversteer at the GTR. Back end flips out like that. Is he going to try and outbrake Valium into the hairpin? No, coming up to the Schumacher S's. I think Aaron's probably got the pace to get past Valium here. It's just finding a clean way of getting past. Valium's gone up to the defensive there. So while these two boys are sort of a little bit stationed as you are, let's go through the other runners. Back here in 6th, it's Jason. He's done a 58, so he's about 2 seconds off the pace. Sleepless Nights, his teammate in the other Lexus, he's getting back here, 7th, getting about a second or so off the pace. Dragon Eagle in another GTR, pink GTR, done a 50, so he's done a 2:15. Oh, that was his pit stop, wasn't it? He had obviously had an issue on lap 6 as well. Steve Stones has dropped all the way back in the other Jag to 9th. And that's all the runners we have at the moment. Pilgrim Paddy had a Paddy, and Ice Chard also left. So, with only 9 runners, I'm guessing maybe perhaps 7 minutes to go. I'm just going to have another quick drink. There we go, 007. I like that look. That was he was 007 seconds slower than his fastest lap. That's what that was. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. So in the meantime, you go, Bobby, he's down to under half a tank, minimal tyre wear. That BMW, obviously, is very good for tyre wear. I think it's probably better than the other cars. The Jag certainly is suffering a little bit more, but not that much more. In second place with Bobby. Is Gemini catching that Jag? I reckon he might do. He's got 7 minutes to close the gap. Let's have a look. We'll take it from when the Jag has Mississippi won. About a second and a bit, 1 seconds. He's just done a purple sector time. So these BMW guys are definitely turning the screws late in the race. Pretty sure Gemini might be able to catch up to that Jag. Well, he definitely could be able to catch up to Jag because the Jag's only just there. The BMW looks much more planted, I have to say, than the other cars. I've seen the GTR wobble a lot. The Jag just then didn't seem to like the curves at the chicane. And you can see Gemini is definitely catching right back up. He's now done a 56, almost dead. And Bobby's still doing 57s. So Bobby in that Jag is suffering. And Valiant's gone into the pits. Why is Valiant going back into the pits? He's changed his tyres. That was very strange. Not put any fuel on. Changed his tyres for what, 6 minutes? Very strange. But then you are driving a Renault. In the meantime, it looks like Phil is pulling out now. He's also done a 50s. How are these two Danes managing to come up with identical lap times at the same lap as well? They've obviously got very good team tactics. In the meantime, here we have Bobby's now been caught by Gemini. Gemini caught Bobby quicker than I thought he would. To be fair, Bobby's going to try and make that Jag as wide as he can. Coming through the Schumacher S's at least. Can he hang on now for, I guess, 5 minutes? Is that the length of the race? The Beamer, as I said, just seems to be much more settled. Let's have a look through this angle. Yeah, side by side, no contact. Great driving there. I reckon the Beamer's going to get Bobby at the next chicane, depending on which way Bobby goes. Bobby's making the BMW go around the outside. Oh, they're side by side. This could end in tears. Bobby's going to get the inside bit here at the first turn. Is he going to? No. I'm going to go side by side through the chicane. Oh! Well, saying that the Beamer seems more planted, just saw the rear wheels light up then and put the Beamer sideways. Just allowed Bobby to keep that place. In the meantime, Aaron, who's done a 55.9, is actually, could he catch up to this group? So that's lap there has just meant that Gemini's been held up by Bobby. Bobby's doing 57s, 58s. Phil is cruising away now. He's doing 56, 57s. So Phil, this is going to be Phil's race to lose. I was about to say Phil's race to lose, and has he just gifted Bobby? No, he hasn't. Not quite. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Can Bobby catch back up now to Phil? So pressure getting to Phil. Bobby's caught right up to Phil. Gemini's caught right up to Bobby. Is he looking at the inside? Yeah. Oh, I thought there was going to be a bit of contact there. So while those two squabble, it's just allowing Aaron to catch up to this group. Is there anyone else joining this party? No, Valium's back in 5th. Sleepless is catching Valium in 6th. Jason's trying to catch Sleepless. Dragons caught back up to Jason, it looks like. Steve Stone's valiantly carrying on back here in 9th. But the real race is going up here up front. This is great stuff now, coming towards the end of the race. We've got 3 minutes to go. Bobby's trying to hold off that BMW behind him. And as you can see, Aaron is now visibly caught up to Gemini. The longer Bobby can hold Gemini up, the more it's going to allow Aaron in that. Look at this. Look at this. Here's Aaron. He's caught right up now. Oh, he spins it up. Suffers again with that GTR. It just doesn't seem to want to come out of the turns at all, does it? Oh, can Bobby hang on to second place going into turn 1? Which is, look at Aaron. You can see he's got the drag now on the BMW coming up to turn 1. Is Aaron going to go on the inside of turn 1 and get 2 people in one spot? He is, you know. Aaron's got through. He's got past Gemini. But he's not quite managed to get it past Bobby. Bobby sticks it around the outside. Oh, Gemini must be fuming. He's definitely got the pace as Gemini. He just can't make his way past these boys. And now Aaron's joined the party. Keep your composure, Gemini. I think you've got the pace of these two, but there's only I'm guessing there's only a minute and a half to go. Oh, what a climax to this race. Can Aaron, who's got a 57, oh, no, don't stick it through there, Aaron. No, don't do that. Has Aaron got the pace to get past Bobby? Bobby's suffering. Why is Bobby suffering so much? Bobby can do. Oh, I think I can see why. Bobby can do 57s, but the last couple of laps he's done has been a 59s and 58s. I'm guessing his fuel mixture must be down because he's running out of fuel. We've all got about the same amount of fuel though. Aaron's got to drive through the Schumacher S's. He's managed to stick that GTR around the outside of the Jag. Can he keep the grip and not spin it up? He can, you know. Wow. Aaron's got through to second place. Gemini's looking to go up the inside of Bobby here, coming down the hill. Can Bobby? It'll be a magnificent effort from Bobby to go about these last 10 minutes of holding up. Gemini must be going, what on earth do I have to do to get past Bobby? We've got 30 seconds to go, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not sure. Which would mean they probably have to do another lap. Oh, is Gemini going to get up the inside of Bobby here? Oh, he's going to start getting desperate. I think Gemini's going to get desperate. But in the meantime, oh, here we go. As the BMW, surely it's got the inside run here. Can the Jag stretch his leg? You got Jag is pulling away from the BMW. It's got a bad top end. But in the meantime, right, so 30 minutes is up now, so does that mean if Valiant crosses the line that's the end of the race? Yep, there we go. So Valiant's 5th, Sleepless Nights 6th, Dragon Eagle 7th, Jason 8th, Steve Stones 9th. Let's go back to where the action is because this is great stuff here. So Phil, as long as he doesn't bin it, is going to finish first place. Aaron's managed to pull out a really big gap. Oh, well, Gemini has got past, so we have to go back for that. There we go. Here's Gemini. Last lap now. He's got up the inside of Bobby. Bobby couldn't quite make that Jag stick through this section. He's being very respectful there with Gemini. It was Bobby. Oh, he couldn't quite make it stick. So look at the time. Yeah, fuel gauges are flashing. Fuel gauge flashing. Aaron's got a decent lead on here. Just try and keep an eye on everyone. Can Bobby and this Jag catch up to Gemini? He's caught up here. He's got to get a nice run out here. No! Oh, I thought he was going to bin it in the sandpit then. Bobby's getting desperate to catch up to that BMW in the closing few turns of this race. I think Bobby's last hope is going to be into the... Oh, he's lost it now. He's too far behind. I was going to say his last chance would be going into this final chicane, I think. He's too far behind. Oh, saying that, the Jag seems to be catching that BMW hand over fist on the far sections. He's caught right up to the back bumper of the BMW. Can Bobby find a way through? Cuts the inside corner. A judicious amount of inside corners. Bobby going to stick it up the inside of Gemini at the last corner. He's trying. He's doing everything he can. But the BMW has managed to stick it around the outside. What a fantastic race. Finish that was with Phil first, Aaron second, Gemini hanging on desperately for third, and Bobby there in fourth place. What a great race. Anyway, thanks for watching. Looking forward to MLC Season 12 of GTTCC. Hope all of you are fit and well and no one has got this COVID. Stay safe out there, people. Wash your hands regularly, drink lots of water, and I shall hopefully see you all again soon.